Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Luck now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Hey, box drop. Hey, number 28.
Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
on first down, Lauletta. Flushed out right. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's Lauletta. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Lauletta. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Trying to get it that time to Stills. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. I think defensively, you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Luck. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And this will be incomplete.
Pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Luck. He's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A run for Nick Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. First carry for James Conner. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number 1, as you noted.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Locke. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a first down throw. Luck will let it go deep for Beckham. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on, set.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 24-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Lauletta. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collective.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Lauletta to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Squeeze.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance. but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get that ball. Come on.
Love. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Single. 11 V. 27. Hey, Steve 6.
To throw is Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the draw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Lauletta looking for a 1st down throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Lauletta. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
53 to Mike. 53, check. There. Whip. Watch the whip.
Lauletta now to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Giorgio Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now it's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Coleman. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to fire one deep, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. To Vecchio to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day defense.
Here's Lawletta. Escaping the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Lawletta. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Demarius Randall. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Luck. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Luck. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Nice 7. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
To the air again, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing his line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, box drop. 3 butt. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, keep running.
They snap it to Locke. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And it was the Packers able to come away with a victory. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So this one in the win column for the